Namaste. So I'm going to show you some spinal mobilisations. If you've got a bad back and the back muscles have tensed up, it's a protective measure by the body, and you might feel that you don't want to move that area. And one of the best things you need to do for yourself is to mobilise areas of tension. Not in a gung-ho aggressive way, but in a slow, gentle way. So any movements that I show you, you only do if they feel good and you work within your comfortable range. So let's start. Start standing. Feet are under the hips. You're going to bend through the knees nice and soft, and you're just going to start to rotate from side to side. You don't have to include the neck, but it does feel good for me. You can, if you get dizzy, you might just keep looking forward. You can put that bounce in your knees if you want to. Just really do what suits. You know, do this for as long as you like. It could be minutes, but I'm going to come out now because I want to show you many more movements. So you don't just abruptly stop. You slow the movement down before you stop. And gosh, even in those few seconds that I've just done that, I feel zingy. I can feel energy in my body. So you might just want to stand with that before you move on. So we're going to open up the side body, targeting the quadratus lumborum muscle, a deep back muscle. So we're going to come into a side stretch. Start by laterally flexing the neck. So you're going to take left ear to the left shoulder. Maybe think about dropping the right shoulder down. Keeping the tailbone nice and long. You might even think about tucking the tailbone under a little. When the neck's like this in lateral flexion, you know, maybe drop the chin down to look at that left hip. See what that feels like. Maybe turn the chin up. What does that feel like? So I'm going to keep just laterally flexed. You hold whatever the body is welcoming. And then you're going to slide. So take a nice deep breath in, and on the exhalation, you're going to slide the left arm down the leg. Start now to take the inhalation into the side body. So really breathing in deeply to the waist, to the ribs, creating space, opening. Exhale, softening. So invigorating, opening with the inhalation, softening, relaxing with the exhalation. Now, to add on, bring the hand to the back of the neck. So at the base of the neck, and slide the hand up. So no pushing, but bringing the tissue up towards the base of the skull. Lovely. And now that elbow tip points up. Now if you want to add on even more, take the right hip out to the side. And you might notice that your pelvic floor will start to engage all by itself. That's what it does. But as we get older, you know, things become a bit more lax. So you might have to draw up more strongly. If you want to add on even more, you bring that arm up. Not behind the ear, keep it a little in front of the face, and drop the arm bone down. So if you feel that it's too much having the hip out to the side, bring it back. But you might want to add movement. So you imagine you've got a trampoline to the side of that right hip, you bounce the hip into it, and it pushes you up. And this arm just circles. It will just kind of do whatever it wants to do, but use that bounce of the hip, to push you up. Lovely. So do that to the other side. So I'm not for the recording, but I can feel that this side feels lovely and long, and my other side feels really closed. So definitely do that to the other side, please. And then we're going to, once we've done both sides, we're going to do a roll down, keeping the back of keeping the legs nice and long. But if you need to soften through the knees, then do. Don't worry about how far you get towards the floor. It does not matter a jot, okay? Don't push through the back of the knees. Have the backs of the knees soft. So, shoulders down from ears, tailbone nice and long. We are going to add on a movement of the pelvis and pelvic floor engagement as we go. First of all, you start with the upper spine ending with the lower spine. So you tuck the chin in. That's the start of the roll down. Then you think upper spine. Just breathe, let the breath flow as you move. Now, as you start to take more weight over, so forwards and down, tuck the tailbone, pubic bone under, and start drawing up through the pelvic floor. So the chin stays tucked, the arms just hang, you can spiral them in and out. Don't lock through the backs of the knees. Keep the pubic bone tucking under. Keep the high tone through the pelvic floor. Where's the weight on the feet? Have it equal to the front, to the top and the bottom of the foot. Hang here, keep that tone, and then you come up nice and slowly, but this time you'll be leading from the lower back, finishing with the upper back. So tuck under. And now the very opposite, the less tone, the less weight you have forwards, you start to reduce tone through the pelvic floor. Oh, I just had a little bit of a brain nap there. Sorry, I do apologise. If you wanted to target the outer hip, you can do that, but you cross the feet. Remember, if you've done one leg, do the other leg. But again, if you've crossed the legs, have that front knee softer. And it will be the same thing, that rolling down, coming back up. Do it nice and slowly. Let the breath flow. So one I love for the back is really simple. You'll get this in any yoga class, cat-cow, and so yoga and Pilates classes. So spread through the hands. You've got the wrists under the shoulders. If the wrists don't like that, you step them forwards a little bit. Spread through the fingers. Ground through the whole of the hands. Lift the feet up, gently press them down so you're on the tops of the feet. If the heels splay out, draw the inner heels towards one another. Lovely. So pubic bone tucks under, back rounds, chin to chest. Turn the sit bones up. Don't drop the belly and the breastbone down. Lengthen them forwards. Open the throat. Include the eyes if you want to. So look to the navel or look between the feet. And then when you extend, looking up. I really like to be in this flex position and I shift my weight back and I hold here and I breathe into the back of the body. It really opens up. So take full breath. So there's lightness on the hands. It's one of my favourite things to do for my back. And then you come out. Because you've been flexed, get one more extension in. And then neutral. So I'm going to show you one more. So you're going to come down to your back. Active, isolated stretching. So both feet are on the floor. You're going to bring one knee up to the belly. And you draw it in, 1, 2. You place the foot down. It comes up, you hug it in some more for 2 seconds. Foot to the floor. So you hug, 1, 2. You bring that lower back to neutral by dropping the foot down. Lovely. So just 1, 2. Do that 10 times to each leg. Repeat maybe up to 2 or 3 rounds. So do the other side, 1, 2. So you're actively bringing the leg in and then you finish that with a drawing forwards, downwards of that leg. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. So I'm not going to do all of the rounds Oh, and whilst we're here, actually, let's do a nice, lovely spinal twist. So a real easy one is, you've got the feet already on the floor, so just drop them to one side. Take the head to the other side. Where do the arms want to be? You might want the arms up. And because you've exposed the side body, just like we did in the standing side stretch, take the breath into the side body. You know, you can always, if the body welcomes you, drawing the knees for higher up, then do that as well. You know, if you want to lengthen through a leg, do that. Just do what the body is asking you to do. If you've worked one side, please work the other side. It might be one side is tighter than the other, so linger there a lot longer. You know, you're thinking of a static stretch, so that's a held stretch of, you know, the minimum 15 seconds and up to a minute if you can. Fabulous. I hope you enjoy all of those. Don't be scared of the body. Just don't ever force the body into somewhere it doesn't want to be. Little baby steps so that you can increase the range in the body. Namaste.